Hey guys, welcome back to the Lawrence Life. I am so excited about this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that and make sure you hit the bell so that you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. This video I'm so excited about because I've been waiting a year to make this video. I haven't really been waiting a year, but it's a video about how I have done intermittent fasting for 1 whole year. I made it to the 1 year mark and I'm so excited and I'm really happy with my results. So I definitely want to share with you guys what I've done and how it has affected me. So I am at the 1 year mark of doing intermittent fasting and it's really popular right now. So I'm sure that most of you, if not all of you, have heard of intermittent fasting. I had heard of it but didn't really know much about it. So rewind to a year ago, I was kind of frustrated because I was on at least my 3rd time of doing keto and low carb to lose weight and also to be healthy. And I would lose about 5 to 10 pounds each time I tried doing keto or low carb, and then I would just stop. And I was not at a weight that my body was stopping because that was a healthy weight for me. I just wouldn't lose any more weight. And so I thought, well, this is a weight that my body has gotten used to, that it's just too hard to break that barrier. I was really disappointed, discouraged, and frustrated. And I was sharing that with a friend of mine, and she said, well, have you ever thought of trying intermittent fasting? And I had thought of trying intermittent fasting a couple of months before that. June of 2020, I said, I'm gonna try intermittent fasting, but I didn't really give it a good try. I think maybe I did it for a week and I would fast 16 hours a day. And it was affecting my husband and my schedule because I was saying I can't eat after 6 p.m. And so he was frustrated because he would wanna go out to eat or something. And so after about a week, we were just like, no, this isn't gonna work. So in August of 2020, my friend brought it up again, said, have you thought of intermittent fasting? So I talked to my husband and said, I really am frustrated that I feel like I'm walking, I'm exercising, I'm doing keto, I'm doing low carb, and my body's just not letting go of any more weight, and I'm not at a healthy weight. I was still in the obese zone, and so I knew I wasn't at a healthy weight. So when my friend suggested that I tried it again, I said, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to give it a good shot for 1 week and see what happens. Then if I'm still curious or somewhat happy after 1 week, I'm gonna give it 4 weeks and see what happens. And after that 1 week, I was really encouraged because I lost some weight that, like I said, I had not been losing. And then after 4 weeks, I was sold. I was so happy with the results. And what I changed from how I had tried to do it in June and was not successful to when I tried in August of 2020 is that I said, I'm going to fast a certain amount of hours a day, but I'm not going to set a time that I have to stop eating at night. Because I don't want it to affect my relationship with my husband, with our schedule at the house, things like that. And so I said, whatever time I eat dinner, whether it's 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., I will start my fast after I finish dinner, and then I'll fast for 16 hours. Now they say to start, well, what I had heard was to start with 14 hours because that's when your body really starts burning fat and rejuvenates cells and you go into ketosis and things like that. But I was wanting to really give this a good experiment and see what my results were. So I started with 16 hours. So whatever time we finished eating dinner, I downloaded an app called Life Fasting and it's free. There is a way you can upgrade and pay to have other features, but I've never done that. I literally just use it as a fasting timer so that I can start my fast when I stop eating and it'll tell me when I can eat the next day. And also the awesome thing is it logs how many hours I've spent fasting, how many days I've consecutively fasted. And so I'm gonna share a screenshot of my hours of fasting and my days of fasting in this video. But so I wouldn't set a certain time. A lot of people that do intermittent fasting say, okay, well, my eating window is 12 to 4 every day, or my eating window is 8 to 2. I don't do that. So if that's something that works for you, that's great. But with our schedule and with my husband, that wasn't going to work. And I've had great success doing my intermittent fasting the way that I am doing it, which is whatever time we stop eating or whatever time I eat dinner, I start my fasting, and then the next day I can eat when those 16 hours have passed. Now, the last couple of months, I have increased my fasting window. I actually fast, I can hear you, Hannah. I actually fast 18 hours a day during the week. Now, on the weekends, my goal is 16 hours, but my minimum is 14 hours on the weekend. So right now, during the week, I'm fasting 18 hours a day because with the breaks that I take on the weekend, like eating carbs, drinking some red wine, going on vacations, I eat what I want, things like that. I found that doing the 18 hours when I'm at home and during the week is really helpful for my body to stay at the weight that I have gotten to, and also to hopefully lose a couple more pounds. So I'm fasting 18 hours a day during the week right now, and then between 14 and 18 hours on the weekend, Friday through Sunday. And my results have been that in the last year, I went from not losing any weight to losing 30 pounds, dropping 3 sizes, and I didn't do measurements. I always regret that, but I do have a before and after photo, which showed up at the beginning of this video, but I'll probably share a few before and after pictures in the end of this video so you guys can see. It's amazing, the transformation and how much changed just by adding intermittent fasting. And I say just like it's easy. It wasn't easy at first, but it really is easy now. I really love the fasted lifestyle. I feel like it's something that I can do long term that's healthy for my body, and also helped me get off the weight that I wanted to get off while being able to still enjoy life. Because when we go out of town, or we go out on the weekends, or go on a date, I don't want to always feel like if I eat something that's not on my plan that I'm gonna gain 5 pounds, which is what I felt like happened before. If we would go on a 1-week vacation, I would gain between 5 and 10 pounds, and then it would take me so long to get that off if I was able to get it off after we got home. Now we've gone on a 5-week trip where I ate a lot of things that were not on my plan, and basically felt like we were on vacation for 5 weeks. And I didn't gain very much weight because I still consistently did my fasting at least 16 hours a day. And when I got home from that trip, the weight came right off, and I was able to just get right back on track of losing. So it's been a really awesome journey this last year, and like I said, I'm so excited about it. I was so excited to share, because if any of you have felt like I just can't lose weight even though I do these plans that other people do and they lose weight, if you feel sluggish, if you feel like you don't have energy, if you just feel like your body is kind of clogged up and not functioning like it's supposed to, I would strongly encourage you to try intermittent fasting, because it has been so beneficial to my life, not just in my appearance, but in how I feel. That break that I have every day from eating, I just feel like my body really needs that break, that it really is able to do what it needs to do without having to focus on working on constantly digesting and dispersing and breaking down and passing through the food that I'm constantly putting in. And before I did intermittent fasting, even though I was doing keto, there probably wasn't even a 12-hour window or break for my body between when I would stop eating at night and when I would start eating in the morning. So my body never had time to just focus on rejuvenating cells and healing and doing things that it needed to do. So it's not just about weight loss. Intermittent fasting is definitely something for a healthy lifestyle. And even when I get to the weight that I feel like this is the weight I want to stay at, I will continue doing intermittent fasting. Now, maybe I won't do 18 hours a day. Maybe I'll go back to doing 16 hours a day. I'm not sure. Yes, Hannah, I'm not sure yet, but it's not just about losing weight. That is definitely a benefit if you are wanting or needing to lose weight. I am happy to say that I was able to come out of the obesity zone. I am now not in the obese zone anymore. My fat percentage, I'll have to look and see. I was supposed to get my numbers together before the video, but how many percent percentages, I came down in my fat percentages, but I know I went from being in the red on my fat percentages to being in the yellow, and now I'm right at the green, which is, green is healthy, red is not healthy, yellow is you're still not really healthy. So all of my numbers went from being in the red or high yellow to being down either in the green or right in between green and yellow. So it's not just about the scale number, guys. You want to have healthy numbers for your body, but it all kind of goes together. So I am really happy to share that I made it to the 1 year mark, and I can say that over the last year, I have at least fasted 14 hours every single day. So I'm so happy about that, and it, like I said, has gotten to where it's not hard. 14 hours seems like nothing. Like on the days when I do 14 hours, I'm like, oh, we're eating already? 18 hours is still like, okay, some days 18 hours feels like a lot, but not most of the time. And I'm not walking around like so weak and starving. My body is used to this. So now it knows that, hey, she's giving us a break every day, and then she's gonna feed us healthy, full of healthy fats and proteins and nutrient foods so that she can function. And so it works well with my body works well with intermittent fasting and with me and my plan. I'm not starving myself. I'm not depriving my body of foods that it needs. And that's an important note, that if you're gonna do intermittent fasting, make sure that during your eating window, you're eating healthy foods. Don't fast 20 hours and then eat pizza and hamburgers and french fries and chips and just crap, because you may still lose. I've heard that if you do extreme intermittent fasting, you can still lose even if you're eating high fat, unhealthy foods, but you're not gonna have the good feelings that I have, the energy. Your body is not going to function at its best capacity if you're doing that. So please, if you do try intermittent fasting, make sure that during the window that you're eating, that you fuel your body with healthy foods and get a good night's rest. So I will share some pictures before and after, and a screenshot of my fasting numbers and things like that at the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm just so excited about my intermittent fasting journey. Thank you so much.